Welcome back to my channel. This is Ndea J, and in today's video we're going to be talking about 10 fragrances from my collection that I feel like every woman should have in her collection. Now, the 10 fragrances, quote unquote, will be a little bit more than 10 because I will give you options, but let's talk about them as categories of fragrances. And then we have some options underneath each category because obviously perfume is subjective, people have different tastes, body chemistry plays a big part, preference as well plays a big part, fragrance notes plays a big part. So what I want to do is pull some options from my collection and tell you why I think they'll make great additions to your collection. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, definitely keep on watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. It really does help me out a lot. I will also link all the perfumes below in the description box. There will be referral links, some of them affiliate codes, places where you can buy them. Just go ahead and use those referral links and affiliate codes if you do want to purchase the fragrances. I do make a little bit of commission on top of the affiliate links, no extra cost to you. It just really helps me out a lot. So let's jump right in. Category for me are your floral, like quintessential floral fragrances. These are your powdery floral fragrances. These are fragrances that you know when you smell it, you know this is a floral scent. I have two options for you. I've got Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf, which looks like this, and also Florentina from Marks and Spencer's. So let's start with Flower Bomb. Now, both of these fragrances will make great signature scents. They'll also be perfect for spring and summer. I personally like to wear them during spring and summer just because of the freshness and the floral notes. It just gives off that kind of like fresh vibe. So for me, Flower Bomb is definitely a crowd pleaser. This is a fragrance that's lasted the test of time. A lot of people have had this in their collection over time. It is one of those it girl, if you like, types of fragrances just because the performance is great and it makes a really good signature scent. So for me, it's an amber floral scent. It's powdery, it's fresh, it's citrusy. It is a crowd pleaser. You will get compliments. Now, don't mind that I have a full bottle. I did have a 50 ml bottle that I finished up before adding the 100 ml to my collection. So yeah, I recommend Flower Bomb. If you don't have it, definitely check it out. Go smell it, see how you feel about it. But for me, when I talk about floral scents, Flower Bomb immediately comes to mind. And the second one, of course, is Florentina. Now, Florentina is from Marks and Spencer's, which is a UK-based brand. So, if you're watching this internationally, I'm not sure how you're going to get your hands on it. But Florentina has been one of those fragrances that has been in my collection since I can remember. I got introduced to this by my mom, and my sisters use it. My mom uses it. I love this fragrance. I've repurchased it several times in the history of my collection, and I do have backups of this bottle. Now, Florentina to me is a musky floral scent. It's elegant, it's fresh. In my opinion, it's a signature scent. It's one that you can wear all year round. It's one that if you wear, people will know it's you. It is unique enough to stand on its own. And for me, it always gets me compliments. People always ask me what I'm wearing whenever I wear Florentina. It has such a unique smell that will pull a lot of questions and compliments. So this is definitely one that screams floral to me. The second category for me is that powerhouse boss babe scent. You know, the fragrance that you wear when you want to command attention, you want to command a room, you've got a big meeting or you've got a power move that you want to make and you want to feel really, really confident. Now, I highly, highly recommend Libre Intense. Libre Intense by YSL is that girl fragrance. Like, she is such a beast mode scent. Beautiful powerhouse of a fragrance with great projection and great performance. It's a feminine boss babe fragrance that will command attention. It will command any room. It has really great sillage, that is, in terms of projection. People will smell you. It has a really good scent trail. And it has become one of my favorite fragrances of all time. I've repurchased this a few times just because of how much I enjoy it. It does have some of my favorite notes, which include vanilla, bergamot, tonka bean, lavender, and orange blossom. So for me, the composition of this just gives it that uniqueness. If people know this scent and you wear it, they know what you're wearing because it's such a unique fragrance. If you haven't tried it out or any of the Libre fragrances from YSL, I definitely recommend that you go and try it. And, if it's called Libre, I don't care. As Fumi Monet says, the check cleared. I've got the fragrance in my collection. It really doesn't matter how I pronounce it. You know what I'm talking about, and it's also linked in the description box. So yeah, I recommend this one for your collection. Another fragrance that I don't currently have in my collection because I need to repurchase it. I gifted it and now I need to get it back in my collection is J'adore by Dior. Now, J'adore is a classic scent. Everyone and their mama knows about J'adore, but J'adore is one of those classic scents that will forever be timeless. It's so elegant, it's very sophisticated, it's perfect for any setting, especially a power move setting. So if you're taking over or, boss babe vibes, or you really want to exude confidence, J'adore is another one that I highly recommend that you get your nose on. It's a classic scent. It will never go away. It's very, very good as a performing fragrance. Very long lasting, beast mode projection. It never fails to get me compliments. Now, the third category for me has to be oud fragrances. Now, don't fear. I know oud fragrances can be a little bit polarizing, but there are different types of oud. So you could have a really strong powerhouse oud. You could have a soft introduction to oud. There are so many fragrances that use oud really, really well. I love oud, so I've got a lot of them in my collection. So I will recommend a few. So if you want an intense oud, I highly, highly recommend this one. So this is Shagaf Oud by Swiss Arabian. Now I recommend this one because it is a powerhouse of a fragrance. The oud is really well done, but the oud in this one is very sweet. It does have some really, really exciting notes such as saffron, rose, vanilla, and oud. Now, anything with saffron and rose combined with oud always makes a good fragrance. Like, that combination is classic. Plus, it also has praline, which is very sweet, so it gives it that kind of like gooey, decadent type of oudy type of smell, which just makes it really sweet and very pleasant. For me, it's warm, it's lactonic. The rose and the oud with a bit of the creaminess always combines well, in my opinion. And though it is a strong oud fragrance, it's still one that is palatable if you love oud scents. So if you're looking for a powerhouse oud, this is definitely one. Another one that I recommend is MFK Oud Satin Mood. So that's this one. So MFK Oud Satin Mood is one that I recommend. Now, this one on the other hand also has rose, it's got vanilla. The oud combo here is more pronounced. I feel like a little bit goes a long way with this one, even more so than the Shagaf oud, just because the oud in this one is very, very intense. So I would recommend a little bit of spritz here and there. As you can see, my bottle is still quite full. I only ever use 1 or 2 spritz whenever I wear this fragrance, just because it is a powerhouse oud scent. So if you want something that's like a stronger, intense oud, they will smell you a mile away. Definitely check out this one. It's very pronounced. Now, if you're looking for a bit of oud, but you just want something soft, you don't want the oud to be too in your face, Then I highly recommend that you try the Kayali Vanilla Oud 36. So this came out towards the end of last year, and I do have a video on my channel talking about this one, so you can check it out if you want to. But it also has praline, it also has saffron, it has rose, it has vanilla, and of course it has oud. However, the oud in this one I feel like is very minimal. It's not too intense, definitely not as intense as Shagaf Oud and Oud Satin Mood. It's very minimal. It's a great introduction to oud. The combination with the vanilla makes it really delicious and decadent. So this is something you could try if you're looking for a little bit of oud, but you're not sure, you want to dip your toe in the water, but you don't want to drown, or you don't want to get too wet. Definitely try this one. Now, the fourth category for me has to be fruity fragrances, right? Like, everyone loves a good fruity fragrance. Fruity fragrances come in several shapes, they come in several sizes. You have the straight up fruity scents, you've also got the floral fruity scents, and then you've also got the gourmand fruity scents. They come in different combinations. Now, the ones that I recommend, let me get it. I recommend Fame. Now, Fame looks like this. I love this bottle. It's such a cutie. I know the bottle is very polarizing, but honestly, I absolutely love this fragrance. So Fame for me is a floral, tropical, fruity scent. It's very playful, it's bright, it's sweet. It reminds me of like a juicy cocktail drink, just like a mocktail. Just really juicy, very decadent, delicious. The mango and vanilla in this one play heavily in its makeup, and it's such a well-rounded fragrance, especially with the addition of jasmine in it. So this one for me definitely is where to start. Definitely get your nose on it if you haven't tried it. It was love at first sniff when I tried this one. I especially love to wear it in warmer climates. I love to wear it abroad or when it's spring, summer here in the UK, just because I feel like the heat plays its part in making this fragrance fantastic. Another one that I recommend is Yara Toast or Taus. It looks like this. The Yara fragrances come in this gorgeous kind of like packaging, and then now these fragrances have quickly become TikTok sensations, and this one is the latest one that came out. They've become cult favorites for good reason. Now this one gives off that tropical vacation in a bottle. It also has mango, it's got coconut, passion fruit with jasmine, vanilla, and musk. People have likened it to Fame just because of the notes, but to me they're very different. This one to me gives off that straight up fruity tropical vibe that I highly recommend. Another option you could consider is Eden Juicy Apple by Kayali. Now, I absolutely love this fragrance. One, it's a great layering fragrance, but also a beautiful standalone scent if you choose to wear it on its own. It's a floral, fruity gourmand scent. It's incredibly sweet and fruity. It has quite a number of fruits such as lychee, red apple, wild berries, and many other notes. It also has vanilla, sugar, rose, and more and more. So again, I'll put the notes on the screen in case if you're interested. But this one as well makes a gorgeous floral fruity fragrance for any collection. Like I said, it's a great layering scent. And then the last one in this category I'm recommending is Al Haramain La Venture Femme. This one has been likened to one of the Creed fragrances. For me, this is a gorgeous fruity floral fragrance. Great performance, sweet, delicious. It's fantastic. The longevity of this one is amazing. Good sillage as well. It's a fruity, fresh scent. It's got pineapple, blackcurrant, you've got berries, you've got bergamot, you've got rose, sandalwood, vanilla, amber. Great performer, great fragrance, and worth the price tag. Like, it's such an affordable scent. I feel like it's something that you can buy time and time again. The fifth category is obviously vanilla fragrances. Now, vanilla fragrances have taken off like wildfire on YouTube, on TikTok, on social media. Everybody wants a good vanilla fragrance. For those that love vanilla or love to smell like delicious creamy food, I've got you. Now, I love vanilla fragrances. I've got a lot of vanilla fragrances. I could do a whole segment on vanilla fragrances. They are the heart of my perfume collection. I personally love to smell delicious, decadent, and just irresistible. So yeah, I do have quite a few. So let's start with an affordable one. So for an affordable vanilla fragrance, I highly recommend Nebras. Nebras by Latafa. Now, Nebras by Latafa is better known as the better brother of Eilish by Billie Eilish, just because this one is a better performer and the notes are way more pronounced than in Eilish. So if you want something softer, same notes, same vibes, definitely get Eilish. I've got both of them in my collection. But if you want a powerhouse version, then definitely try out this one. The vanilla here is warm, it's sweet, and utterly delicious. Okay? If you're looking for something that is more lactonic, so more like a lactonic vanilla, there's also ambery and warm, then go for this one. It has caramel, honey, vanilla in it. It smells rich, it smells milky, thereby making it very addictive. Vanilla 28 by Kayali is another one that I recommend. This one is more of your amber vanilla. This one has some brown sugar notes that sing. The vanilla is bold and decadent. Plus, it makes a great layering fragrance. This one made it to like my top layering fragrance of 2023 just because of how well it works with other fragrances. It's such a beautiful scent on its own, but combined with some other scents, it just takes it to the next level. Finally, I also recommend Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana. Now, this one came out last year and it just hit the scene and it snatched everyone's wigs. It was such a banger when it dropped. It just spread like wildfire. This one is another amber vanilla. It's got panna cotta, it's got rum, candied lemon, and vanilla. I absolutely love this scent. I could do a whole video on my favorite vanilla, so comment down below if you're interested. But this is another one that I would recommend. And plus, this being a designer fragrance makes it a little bit more accessible. So if you're looking for something that's easy reach and good performer, smells amazing, will get you compliments, and this is definitely a good vanilla to add. For the sixth category, if you're like me and you love the smell of liquor or booze in your fragrance, then you need to get you a scent that gives off that vibe. For me, the first one I would highly recommend is Tobaccola by Dior. Now, I'm sure you've heard about Tobaccola. She's that it girl. A lot of people talk about her. She's a great winter fragrance. This one gives off liquor, but doesn't actually have liquor or rum or cognac or anything in its notes. It does have tobacco, honey, peach, citrus, which combined kind of give off that classy cigar house, which kind of smells expensive rum type of vibe. So, like that inn that's got cigars and rums. That's kind of like the vibe that this one gives. It's a powerhouse of a scent, great performer, and it smells fantastic. So if you love that vibe, definitely check out this one. Okay. Another one that I absolutely would recommend is Angel Share by Kilian. Now, a lot of fragrances have come for Angel Share. There are so many competitors. Just pop this down. Such as you've got Kismet Angel. This is a competitor. This one smells fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. I do get a lot of compliments when I wear this one. And then you've also got Camra by Latafa, which is a cult favorite on TikTok and every other social media platform. The bottle as well is so beautiful. Now, both of them kind of give off the angel Angel Share vibe. They're not 100% dupe, but honestly, they're in the same family in terms of cousins. But for me, there's just something about the bottle, the scent, the vibe that Angel Share gives that I don't get from the other two fragrances. So if you're looking for that kind of like classic rum, cognac, boozy type of fragrance, this one is the one that I recommend. For me, the smell is woody, it's spicy, it's warm. Notes include cognac, cinnamon, tonka bean, vanilla, and praline. It is a perfect, luxurious holiday scent for me. Layered with complementing perfume oils, it will command a room. The performance will be out of the roof. It's a fantastic scent. So I love this one. I highly recommend it, but if this is out of your price range, then definitely go for Camera or go for Kismet Angel. Out of the two, I probably would recommend Kismet Angel instead. Another one I would recommend, which is actually my fragrance of the day, is Invite Only by Kayali. Now, this one, again, it doesn't have a liquor note, but it does give off liquor vibes. It's got tobacco, honey, cherry, chocolate, oud, vanilla, and the list goes on. Combined with a perfume oil, so I combine this with Exclusive Invite, I think it's called, from Accent Oils. The performance of this is out of the roof. This for me is probably the best performing Kayali fragrance that I have to date. I absolutely love this one. This one and the tobacco oud perform really, really well. So I like to wear this as well. It kind of gives off that rum cognac type of vibe. So this is one that I definitely recommend. For the seventh category, one thing about me is that I love a good citrus fragrance. Like when I'm talking about fragrances and it's got bergamot, it's got lemon, it's got something at the top, I always get excited. So those are my absolute favorite fragrances to wear during spring, summer, so during the warmer months. And for me, the number one citrus fragrance that I love that is in my collection is Imperium by Electimus. I love this fragrance. This is not a widely known perfume house. I believe they are based in the UK, but it's still a great fragrance that celebrates citrus really, really well. So notes include bergamot, coriander, saffron, rose, vanilla, patchouli, and even oud. It has a creamy dry down from the vanilla. It's well blended. It's a great performing fragrance, especially for a citrus fragrance. It's really such a good performer. So definitely check out Electimus Perfumes if you haven't heard of this fragrance house. They do have a few other bangers such as Mercurial Cashmere, Trajan. Those are the ones that I've tried that I absolutely love. Another one I recommend is Eba Pura. This one is another one that celebrates citrus really well. It's got bergamot, Sicilian lemon, and orange, Madagascar vanilla, musk. Great projection, great performance. It has a powdery and vanilla dry down. And for me, it is a joy to wear. I get a lot of compliments when I wear this fragrance. It's one of the first niche fragrances I added to my collection, and it's one that I would repurchase once I'm out. Now, Mancera Instant Crush is not just a citrus fragrance, it's also spicy, it's warm, it's a great compliment getter. It's probably my most complimented perfume of 2023. It's very complex in its composition, and it's certainly one that I personally love to wear. I repurchased this fragrance twice over the course of 2023, and right now you can see where it is already, and I do have a backup of this scent. For category age, you need your safe fragrances. So the ones that you can throw on and you know you can get out the door, it will get you together no matter what the situation is. And the first one that I recommend is Kayali The Wedding Silk Santal, which looks like this. I think the dent speaks for itself. Though it's not currently available, I believe it will make a comeback really soon. It has become my go-to sweet girl fragrance that never disappoints. It's got champagne, blackcurrant, praline, jasmine, orange blossom, rose, vanilla, sugar, and some other notes, which combined gives kind of like a sweet vanilla, musky floral smell. It's proven to be a crowd pleaser and works well for all situations, and I enjoy wearing this fragrance. Chloe is another floral fragrance that gives off that kind of like effortless vibes. It's got notes of peony, lychee, rose, magnolia, amber. It gives off kind of like that fresh, luxurious floral scent that projects, it lasts. It's another great scent that just it will get you compliments, and you can throw it on and just forget that you're wearing it. It's such a good scent. The ninth category is your heavy hitters. So you need one or two powwow scents that will do the shouting for you before you enter the room. So there are a lot of Arab fragrance houses that make many scents like this. So you are definitely spoiled for choice. Some honorable mentions include Latafa Amir Al Oud, Latafa Oud for Glory, which is supposed to be a dupe for the one from Initio, and Latafa Oud Mood. There are many others, but these are some of the ones that come to mind. Even Shagaf Oud is on the list. However, I do have some other recommendations that are not from Arab fragrance houses that I think you definitely need to try. The first one being Baby Cat by YSL. This is an amber, spicy, luxurious scent. It's got black pepper, pink pepper, saffron, vanilla, suede, cedar, and some other notes. It's well blended. It's a heavy hitter with great projection and performance. And this is one that is difficult to get, but I think it's coming back into stock and people are able to get their hands on it. If you can sample this, I definitely recommend that you do. I had to switch to my phone because I ran out of space on my camera. But anyway, I was talking about another option, which is Oud Bouquet by Lancome. This is another fragrance that I absolutely love. It's a sweet oud fragrance. And of course, you guessed it, there's saffron, there's praline, there's oud, there's vanilla, there's rose. It's another great performing fragrance. High level sophistication. The profile is amazing. Aside from how gorgeous this bottle is, this fragrance itself is top tier, and you will get loads of compliments if you wear this fragrance. Right, so Nishane Ani is another one I would recommend. Nishane is a niche fragrance house. This one is on Extrait de Parfum. The concentration of perfume is higher, so the concentration of oil is much higher. In this one, this is a great compliment getter. Now, throughout 2023, I got several compliments. I repurchased this fragrance. You can already see where the dent is, so that should tell you that I absolutely love this fragrance. It's a gorgeous vanilla with some spice. It has cardamom, pink pepper, Turkish rose, vanilla, patchouli, and some other notes that just combine well to make it such a unique top tier scent. This is one of my top 10 vanilla fragrances of all time, and this is one that will shout, I'm on my way, I am who I am, don't mess with me because it's beast mode. This is a really good scent. I have two honorable mentions. I've got My Burberry, so which is this one, and also I've got My Burberry Black. Now, these two fragrances are really slept on. I don't really hear too many people talk about them, but they are really good performing fragrances. They're beast mode, the projection is amazing. The Central, it's long lasting, fantastic fragrances. Both of them I absolutely love, but if I had to choose one, it would definitely be Burberry Black. So these ones as well, you can get your nose on them. And finally, the last and 10th category for me has to be woody scents. Now, I don't claim to have the biggest collection of woody scents. As a matter of fact, I don't have that many woody scents, but woody scents come in several variations. You've got floral woody, amber woody, you've got loads of other of different woody scents. But for me, the one that I highly, highly recommend that I knew I had to have the minute I sampled it is definitely Zhezhov 1888. Now, this to me gives off pure luxury in a bottle. It isn't for everyone. Don't get me wrong, she's not for everyone. I would highly recommend that you sample all of these fragrances, most especially sample the woody ones, the oud ones, but it is a woody scent and it still has elements of floral and creaminess to it. It definitely, like I said, isn't for everyone, but she is for me. She's a joy. It does have sandalwood, it's got saffron, ylang ylang, amber, pepper, coriander. If you love those types of notes, you will definitely love this one. The performance on this as well is ace, and the projection is ace. I freaking love this fragrance. So this is one that I highly recommend. Montal Arabian's Tonka is another one that I recommend. This one is an amber woody fragrance. Now, I have a review of this on my YouTube shorts, so I will link that for you to check out. I'll also link reviews if I've got them on my TikTok for you to have a look. But this one for me is a great performing scent. It's also a great compliment getter. It's got saffron, bergamot, oud, rose, tonka bean, amber. All in all, fantastic fragrance. This is a really good one. And that's it, you guys. Those are the 10 category of fragrances with some recommendations that I highly recommend from my collection that I feel like you should have in your collection. So, to recap, I recommend that you have a floral fragrance. I recommend that you have a baddie boss babe fragrance. I recommend oud fragrance as well in your collection. I also recommend that you get your hands on a fruity fragrance that you enjoy. It has to be the types of fruity fragrance that brings you joy. Vanilla fragrances are a must as well. There are different types of vanilla. So if you don't like the sickly sweet vanilla, there are more of the grown types of vanilla. Experiment, okay? Also anything with booze, so liquor, type of scent, tobacco, that type of scent profile, definitely worth sampling to find the one that works best for you. I also recommend citrus notes. So anything that citrus is the hero of the fragrance, definitely worth it, especially for spring, summer. So get your nose on a few, sample a few fragrances, see the ones that you like. You also need your safe go to scent, the one that when you're tired, you don't want to think too much, you gravitate naturally towards. Those are like your signature types of fragrances. Definitely get you a few bottles. And you want your heavy hitters. So the ones that you wear when you want to command a crowd, you've got an important meeting, just something that's going to command attention. And finally, you do want to experiment with woody scents because honestly, I would say I'm more of a gourmand type of person. But when I started experimenting with finding woody scents and oud scents and just like different profile fragrances that I don't naturally gravitate towards, then I started having an eclectic fragrance collection. And that's it. I hope these recommendations help you out. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Also, chime below if you want me to do like my top vanilla fragrances. I could do that as well in a separate video. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Like I said, all the fragrances will be linked in the description box with affiliate links. So if you do go ahead and shop, remember that you are helping me out in that a fraction of it is coming to me in referrals. So it's just a really small fraction, but honestly, it makes such a huge difference. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, I'm sure I'll catch you in a future one. And yeah, bye.